Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. I'm trying to get myself in the centre of the screen now. I'm ignoring Richard and just move where I fancy moving. I'm back. Deb, say hello to us. I've no doubt there's loads of new viewers because I've been on and there's loads of new viewers. So say hello to us. Tell us where you're from. And we'll say a few hellos and then we'll do some chatting to your friends in the spirit world. So a chat with spirit, bit of mediumship. Okie dokie. And we'll see how it goes. Now I'm on a phone because my iPad has broke. So I'm on a phone. So I'm hoping this goes okay. It's been all right for the last half an hour chatting to Richard. So you'll have to bear with us if it goes a bit wonky. And I'm also on a boat, so I might rock a little bit. If you see me rocking a little bit, it's because the boat's going from side to side. So we'll say hello, a few hellos. If you want to share, feel free to share. We're streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. All right, so you've got choice of channels, YouTube or Facebook. YouTube if you want to chat, as the girls and boys do, or Facebook if you just want to sit here and watch. And that is it. So we'll say a few hellos. When Richard puts them up for newbies, Richard puts all the names on the screen. So I don't say any names until Richard puts them up. So we'll have a little look and see who's about. Hopefully there'll be a few of you. And this is all about, hiya, Di. I thought you were on holiday, Diane. You must be back, unless you're watching me on holiday, which makes it even nicer. Is that LJA? Because I'm cut off at the top of the screen a little bit, but LJ, how are you? Hi, LJ. How are you? I don't think I've seen you before. That's nice. I can see that now. I can see your names properly now. That's me because I'm not used to this new mobile I've got. Anne, hello, Anne. Haven't seen you before either. So what we're going to do, like I say, is a bit of mediumship. Hiya, Tiffany, a new viewer. Hiya, Tiffany. Where are you from then? Tell us where you're from if you know. Hiya, Nick. Yeah, I'm back. I'm still here. I wouldn't leave SPTV. They can't get rid of me. Richard keeps trying, but I keep coming back. I'm like a bad penny. Hiya, Sherry Ann. How are you? I'm not too bad. I'm plodding on. Cheyenne, is that? Or Cheyenne? Or I'd say Cheyenne. So I don't know if I've got your name right. Iowa, from Iowa. Hiya, Cheyenne. How are you? Oh, Oregon. Is that Salem? Oregon. Crikey, you're a long way away. You're a long way away as well, Tiffany. How did you find us? Tell us how you found us, because it's interesting to know how we're getting about to other places. Hiya, Tanya, from PA. Philadelphia. Oh gosh, there's so many people from over the other side, America and that. Hiya, Terry. Hope you're okay. Audrey from Ireland. Audrey McColgan. Gosh, I'll tell you what, I've been on here a long time. I've had a break for a month because of things happening. And I've come back and there's more new faces than old faces. Hiya, Stacey. There's loads of new people on here. So you won't know how I work, so I'll explain that in a little bit. Mo May, hiya. Oh, you've missed me. Oh, thank you. I've missed being on, but you know, sometimes you need to have a little bit of a break when things happen. And I've moved house as well, you see, so I've been a bit busy. Hiya, Pauline. How are you? Pauline Taylor. There's loads of people, loads of new people. Hiya, Tracy. Tracy's a regular. See, I know a few people, but not many. Yeah, I'm back. You can't get rid of me. Like I say, I'm like a bad penny. Jackie, hiya, Jackie Lewis. Rebecca, hiya, Rebecca. Hope you're okay. You're poorly, aren't you? Tiffany, recommended channels on YouTube. That's strange, look, Richard. Tiffany got us by being recommended channels on YouTube. Lisa, hiya, Lisa, from Buckinghamshire. Gosh, there's so many new people. Right, so how I work whilst we're saying hello. We ain't old, we're just part of the furniture. Well, that's quite right. So how I work here, and this is just about, hiya Terry from Indiana. This is all about mediumship. All I do is mediumship. Susie Pico or Pico from Canada. First time, hiya Susie. Yeah, so all I do is straight mediumship. I don't read the cards or anything like that. And I also, if you don't, I hate to say don't bother because it sounds awful, but don't send up messages saying I would like a reading, hiya Kerry, because I don't pick. I don't choose who to read. Spirit choose who to read or who I should read. Sometimes I go direct to the person. Sometimes I have to give a lot of information out, and then Richard will kind of filter it down and we'll find out who this belongs to. Now, Richard's the one that puts all the comments on the screen. Hiya Jade. Richard is the producer. He's in my ear at the moment, but not literally in my ear, in my earphones. So Richard runs it. He's in my ear at the moment. He has to look at all the comments that come in and put them on the screen, and also tells me off if I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so what we'll do, like I say, sometimes I will choose, or Spirit will direct me to whoever, and sometimes I will just give the information out and we narrow it down. Now, when we're narrowing down the information, you've got to be able to take everything. Don't just pick out one piece of information and say that I can take that, because I need you to take everything, because Spirit know what they're talking about. They'll give me loads of information, loads of specific stuff to try and get me to the right person. So bear in mind, you need to take a lot of the information before you pop on there, Richard, I can take this. Okay, be as quick as you can, because I know there's a little bit of a delay on here. So as I'm talking, then if I'm giving the information and you can take it, tap up a little message saying, hello Deb, I can take this, or hello Richard, I can take this. And hiya Rachel. When you're putting answers to anything, please say what you're saying yes to. Don't just put yes, I can take it. Put something like, yes, I can take a dad in the spirit mode, etc., etc. You'll see how it works as I go along. And that's about it, really. Just take everything on board that we say to you as well. Don't dismiss anything, because it will be right. I'm very confident, because all I do is I'll just repeat what they say. So if I am talking to you, just take everything on board and go and check it out with the rest of your family. Also, remember that Spirit will give you some things that are going to come in later. So all I will say to you, just take everything on board and hold it and wait for it to happen. Hiya, Geraldine. Geraldine Gray. If you can share, that'd be great, because we're trying to get around a little bit. So if you can share, that'd be great. Share to your friends and your family or whoever else, that'd be good. And if you want to pop over to YouTube, you can. Sorry, Richard, what was you saying? Richard likes us to share. Hiya, Helen, how are you? And we're all free, you see, so it's nice to share something that is actually free. Okay, so share away. Hiya, Amy. Hope your move went well. I'm here. I haven't really settled in. I've just thrown something together at the back of me, thrown something over the boat window so it looks pretty, and that's it. But hopefully I'll be a bit better next time. But yeah, I'm here. I'm back in Warwickshire. Hiya, Angie Corbello. Okay. I've got a lovely dad. I've already got somebody with me that's just shouted in my ear. Hiya, Jessica. We've got somebody called Jackie on here that's lost a dad. I've got a dad here that's shouting Jackie at me. So if you've got a Jackie on here, I haven't seen one yet that's lost a dad in spirit. Jackie. Jackie, have you got a dad in spirit? Because I need somebody. Jackie Lewis, sorry. Jackie Lewis on Facebook. I've just had a dad come to me and he's shouting the name Jackie. He wants to speak to Jackie. So if there's any Jackies out there that have lost a dad, that also apparently need a little bit of healing as well, that's what the dad's for. Somebody's been upset recently, he's just said to me, somebody's been upset recently. So if this is you, Jackie, you know anyway to tap up as soon as you can so that we can get an answer and carry on. But a lovely dad, he's talking about the month of April means something, and also July will mean something as well. When I give months, they're going to be anniversaries, birthdays or passings for the people that don't know. So that's what the months are that I'm shouting about as well. Okay, we'll come to you then, Jackie. Oh, it is you, Jackie, because sometimes they make me feel really cold, and your dad's coming really close. But he is talking, like I say, the month of April means something to you, and he's also talking to me about March as well. He's saying, he says, I want to talk about a relationship. He's saying, I want to talk about a relationship. He's saying around you, Jackie, that's having a few issues. He's saying, but I want to tell you that it's going to be all right, Jackie. All right, so it's going to be all right when you find out where this relationship is. Your dad said it's going to be all right. But things, I'm not saying it's this relationship, but there's things around you that your dad is describing, Jackie, as taking a toll on you. And he's saying it's because you're very sensitive. You're very sensitive to other people's problems, he's just said to me, and it's taking its toll on you. And that's where he's trying to give you some healing. He says you need a little bit of healing from spirit. And he's just said to me, I've got just the lady here to do it. He's saying, I've got just the lady here to do it. So there's a lovely nan in spirit that belongs to you that wants to give you a lot of healing. With the healing, he's also talking about, well, your nan now. He's talking about nutrition. She's talking about nutrition. She wants to cook you a great big stew, Jackie. You obviously need looking after. Your dad just said you need pampering. He thinks you need pampering and looking after. And your nan's cooking you a great big stew. Now, I think this is in her day. She used to have rabbit stew because she's putting rabbit in it. She's talking about rabbit stew. But I think it's for the vitamins. And in the stew, she says, I'm going to pop in some beans, she's saying. I'm popping in the beans, she's saying, because they've got the iron in them. So I don't know if you're feeling a bit run down or tired or something, Jackie, and your nan wants to put these beans full of iron into the stew to help you along as well. Now, your nan, your dad's still here, but your nan's coming in talking about there is a baby in spirit that she's looking after. In fact, there's two babies in spirit, she says, that she's looking after. She wants to let you know the babies are okay. Okay. And also, they've just come up with another date. So they're talking about July. They're talking about July as well. Okay. Back to your dad. Your dad's talking about, Jackie, watch yourself going up the steps. Now, this isn't serious because he's having a little bit of, having a bit of a little bit of a giggle, Jackie. He's talking about having a bit of a giggle, but he's talking about you like walking upstairs and tripping. And he wants me to tell you that sometimes, I know this as well, if you trip up the stairs, it's supposed to be lucky as long as you don't hurt yourself. But he's having a bit of a giggle of you walking up the stairs and tripping up. So I know it's not serious, just having a laugh. He also wants to talk. Oh, he's made me say that. I want to talk about fairies, he says. Somebody likes fairies. All right, so that's all he said. He wants to talk about fairies. He's aware of somebody that likes fairies. Okay. He says you need a little bit more confidence in yourself and self-belief. I mean, you've got a good connection to the spirit world by the look of it. I don't know if you're a medium, I'm not quite sure, but you've got a good connection to the spirit world. But he's talking about you need a bit of more confidence and self-belief. He's also talking about you hearing spirit, Jackie. So I don't know if you've heard spirit. So watch for that as well, because that's where this confidence is needed. So hopefully you'll be hearing spirit as well. Okay. He's been listening to some. He's just said to me, I've been listening to somebody wanting a new car. And then he's suddenly gone, well, that's a bit of a joke, isn't it? And that's why I went, oh, what? He says, oh, somebody wants a new car. And he's gone, yeah, that's a bit of a joke. And I'm just querying why he said that. But I think it's because they can't afford it, or they're, hang on a minute, what's that word called? You know, when somebody's, I can't think of the wording, but anyway, they're stretching themselves, but they can't make the money to get this big car or this nice car or something. All right, so I don't know what he means by that, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay. Wants to say to you before he goes, because he's going now, he says, I just wanted to pop in and say hello and let her know that we're around. She knows we're around, he says, but I just want to pop in. I don't know if you do that a lot, or your dad used to do that with the finger. I just want to say, I'm here, and I want to say that I just wanted to pop in and say hello to you. You know we're around anyway, but watch for the signs, he says. He just wants to say before he goes, have you got the fat robin yet? You know, Spirit can send robins. Have you got the chubby robin yet? So there's a chubby one. All right, yeah, hold the car. Because it's like somebody's... I can't explain it, Jackie. I want to explain it because it's like somebody's picking a car that is too expensive for them. Oh, it's beyond their means. That's what he means. It's beyond their means. That's why he says, oh, that's a bit of a joke. But anyway, you'll find out. But anyway, just wanted to pop in and say hello. He wants to let you know that he's sending the healing. Watch for the chubby robin, all right, that's coming your way as well. And keep talking to me, he says. Keep talking to me. Because I do listen, he says. I do listen. And he's going. So I'll leave his love with you, Jackie. Hope that was okay for you. Bethany. Have you got a Bethany on here as well, Richard? I've got a Nan for Bethany. They're good tonight. They're giving me names now. I've got a Nan here that's calling out for somebody called Bethany. Bethany. I want to call her Bethany. So if anybody knows a Bethany that's got a Nan in spirit, let Richard know. She's definitely saying Bethany. She said, oh, it's Bethany. I want Bethany. She needs a word, she's saying. She needs a word in her ear roll. Bethany. Okay. Bethany Jones, Elizabeth Jones. So Bethany Jones. Bethany. So Bethany, does that mean you're related to her, Elizabeth, and she's got a Nan in spirit? Because I got this Nan who's talking about Bethany. I want a little word. I know what you're getting up to, but she's smiling, so I know it's not serious. I know what you're getting up to. Just make sure you don't get into anything you shouldn't be getting into, she's saying. Okay, nothing serious, so don't worry too much. But she's having a bit of a giggle with me, saying, I want a little word. Now, I just want to make sure it's with you, but she's talking to me about April will mean something, and also July will mean something with you as well. All right, she's bringing that in. And this Nan is also talking about, the name Julie should mean something to you as well. Julie down here. She's just mentioning the Julie down here as well. She should mean something to you. I just want to make sure. Are you... yeah, Elizabeth, are you linked to Bethany, are you? I think, yeah, my daughter. Yes, Mummy, there you go. Okay, then. All right, so it's your daughter. But she's just, basically, she just wants to say to Bethany, I'm watching you. Be careful what you're up to. Be careful what you're up to and what you get involved in. Because she's just said to me, there's something about, there's people around you, Bethany, she says, that aren't quite what they seem. Bethany's got a very good gut instinct, so you should be able to sort them out. Okay, you should be able to sort out she's just said to me, you should be able to sort out the wheat from the chaff, she's saying. So just watch. I know it's not too serious, so don't go and panic, but there are these people that your Nan or her Nan is not too keen on. I'm very unsure, she's saying. And actually, she says Bethany is picking up on it as well. She's picking up on these people that are not quite right for her anyway. We're going to change the subject now. She just said, I'm changing the subject, she's saying. Nanny's talking about somebody that's going swimming lessons. Somebody wants some swimming lessons. Somebody's not very confident in the water, she says. They're not very confident, but their confidence will grow. She says their confidence will grow. There's also going to be talk, she says, of going to Florida. So watch for the trip to Florida or the talk about going to Florida. And she says that somebody's going to be having to apply for passports. Okay, apply for passports. So watch for that as well. She's just bringing that in. Okay, 2 dates she wants to mention in April. She's just said 2 dates in April. She just popped that in quickly. She's also talking about, she's just said to me, somebody has got a love for like roller coasters. She's aware of somebody that loves their roller coasters. She's telling me the scariness of it all. And now she's just gone on to, she went on to, like, you know, you get the haunted houses at fairgrounds or the haunted kind of things at fairgrounds. She showed me that first, and then she's changed it to somebody at home that covered themselves in that covered themselves in a sheet, like they pretended to be a ghost or something, and they must have jumped out to scare somebody or something like that, because your nan's talking to me about that, or your mom, she's talking to me about that. So there's a memory of that. Okay. She wants me to give you a she's trying to show me a jewelry box, I think, or a musical box, but she's calling it watch for it, Liz, she's calling it a gilded, oh hang on, she's changing. I thought she was showing me like a jewelry box, but she's changing it to a money box, and she's talking to a gilded box, a gilded money box or jewelry box or something. So she's aware of that. She's just bringing that in, I think, as a memory. Okay. She's just said to me, Liz, somebody's hiding stuff in their house, winding somebody up. So somebody's playing a prank on somebody, I think. Okay. So she's having a bit of a giggle because she's been watching somebody, I don't know whether it's in the past or it's happening now, that hides things for their siblings or their parents or something, and has a bit of a giggle when they can't find it. Okay. Has a bit of a giggle when they can't find it. Changing the subject. She's just talking to me about socks now, Liz. She's talking to me about socks. And you know, when you, I haven't got any socks with me, but she's talking about, you know, when you fold a pair of socks into one another, your mum's talking about that, folding a pair of socks into one another. And I said to her, what are you doing that for? And she says, because there's odd socks. So she's talking about folding your socks together to make sure they're in pairs. And she's talking about, you know how we say sometimes, oh, we've lost an odd sock in the washing machine. She's having a bit of a giggle about that, because she's telling me that she's heard somebody say that they can't understand where the other sock's gone. So somebody's been complaining about not finding a matching sock, and she's having a bit of a giggle about that. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, sometimes they make me say things and I think, oh my God, oh, this isn't very nice. But it's when you're a kid, you do this when you're a kid, and some people are not very nice. You know, when you get daddy long legs, she showed me a daddy long legs, but there's a daddy long legs that's got like a leg missing. Okay. And I don't know whether somebody has accidentally pulled this daddy long legs' leg off, or they've done it on purpose. Perhaps they've trod on it or something like that. But for some reason, she wants me to talk about daddy long legs is not having the right number of legs. So I hope you understand what she means. She's going to go in a minute. She just wanted to say hello. But before she goes, she wants to give you some carrot cake. All right, some carrot cake. She's cooked you a nice carrot cake. Now, I don't know whether this is a bit of a joke, Liz, because she's making me feel as though I'm going to give you this carrot cake and you're going to go, oh, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But she's making you a carrot cake. So take it how you, oh, there you go. That's what she's talking about. You know, when you're doing this, you don't know how to put things, but I always give her exactly what they get and I'll try and make it nice. But anyway, she's talking about that. But she wants me to give you this carrot cake as a leave-in present, she's saying, because she's going now. All right. With this carrot cake, I don't know much about carrot cake, but this one, she's put a bit of icing on the top, a little bit of icing on the top, because she's telling me that somebody down here actually don't like it, because they say, oh no, it's like vegetables, I'm not eating that. And that's why she's put this this icing on the top to make it a bit sweeter. But she wants me to send you her love, and she's doing this thing like this. She's blowing you kisses, but she's doing it like this, or take it she used to do it, or somebody does it and I've got to do it the same as her. So I'm having to go like that from her. So I hope that was okay, Liz, and you understood it, but I'm having to do that. All right, she's going now. Bill's up here. Bill says hello, by the way, she says. Okay. That's actually my dad's name, and he's just passed, so I hope she's not saying hello to my dad as well. Anyway, so I'll leave that with you, Liz. I hope that was okay for you. Who's next? Have we got any gents on here? I haven't seen any gents. Have you got Stephen on here that's lost a dad? Stephen, have you got a dad in spirit? Oh, you're doing well tonight, our spirit. Give me the names to make it easier. Oh, somebody's just said to me, Richard, oh, we can't stand Richard faffing around, faffing around. No, Stephen. Spirit. If anybody, yeah, there's somebody on here that belongs to Stephen, so I don't know if his wife is on here that's got dad in spirit. I've got Stephen's dad in spirit. This is Stephen with a PH is spelling it. Are you, Christine? So if anybody's got connections to Stephen, who's lost his dad, has he lost his dad, Claire? Because it's his dad that's coming through, but he is spelling his name with a PH as well. So I don't know if this is going to be for you. My dad is Stephen with a dad in spirit. Come on then, lovely. My dad is Stephen with a dad in spirit. So Stephen with a dad in spirit, okay. I'll figure out who he is in a minute. What have you got to say? There's some concerns about, not major, lost bumper. Oh, right, your dad is Stephen, okay. Won't be for you, Liz. You take it, but it won't be for you. This is somebody else I've moved. This is somebody else's dad. This is Stephen's dad I've got here. But he's talking about, I want to speak about Stephen. I want to speak about Stephen because he's having a few little problems. It's his health, I think. It's his health that he's talking about. Okay. Not serious or anything, but Stephen down here needs a little bit of healing, and his dad is coming through to say, we're giving you healing. That's what he's talking about. Okay. Okay, my son is Stephen and my dad is in spirit too. Right, hold on a minute then. We'll get you a little bit. Now, the Stephen down here is, according to his dad, is into cars, and that's his exact, well, he's into cars. He likes his cars. Somebody likes to tinker with cars as well, but somebody has got a connection to mechanic, whether they wanted to be a mechanic, doesn't matter if they're not one, but whether they wanted to be a mechanic or they like to have a little play around with it or something like that. But your dad's talking to me about that as well. So there's a connection to cars or the love of cars and tinkering as well. There's tinkering with cars as well. There's also been, since dad's been in spirit, there's also been a new baby born as well. All right. There's also been a new baby born since Stephen's dad has gone to spirit as well. In fact, he tells me that the new baby, or somebody down here, somebody thought of naming the baby after him. I don't know whether they did or they didn't, but there was this thing about, should we name him after me dad? Should we name him after me dad as well? So is this for you, is it, Claire? Is it? Your husband then, if it's for you then, Claire, we'll go with you for a second to make sure it is for you. Because your dad's going a bit like, I'll call him your dad, I know he's your other half's dad. Your dad's going a bit like this, as if your other half is dithering a little bit. All right, okay. Your other half was, there you go, it's for you then. Your other half is dithering a bit. It's all to do with work and career and that type of thing. What is it? Oh, it's just said he's deliberating. So your other half is deliberating over work, whether it's a change in work or whether he's going to study or retrain in something. His dad said retrain in something. Your other half, he takes after his dad in a lot of things. Your dad's just said he's got a lot of his characteristics. So you know they're quite similar. They're quite similar. Your dad's his dad's a little bit of a joker as well, because he's saying, well, we're not similar in age. We're not similar in age, and I'm a little better looking. So I know that his dad's quite a bit of a joker as well. Okay. He says he's popped him, he says, because he's been mentioned in conversation. So somebody has spoken about him recently, and that's why he thought he'd pop in, because apparently your other half or somebody else would have liked this gentleman's support, and he wants to I think somebody's actually mentioned your dad's support, or I wish I had my dad's support, or he's thought about it. And your dad's thought, well, I'll come in and tell him that he's still got my I've still got the support. He's talking about that as well. Okay, anything else? There is a new baby coming around you, Claire, he says. So watch for the new baby, but this is on a friend link. This is on a close friend link, he's saying. So you're going to have a little hold of this baby as well. And I know babies bring joy, but he wants to say this baby is going to bring a lot of joy. And I don't know if this baby's got lovely blue eyes, because he's showing me lovely blue eyes. So watch for the baby with the nice blue eyes that's coming. He's talking about that as well. Just wanted to pop in, he says, and reassure you that I'm still around. I'm still around, and I'm still here, and I'm still listening to everything that's being said. Okay, I'm still listening to everything that's being said. He wants to talk about a mirror. He's going to go in a minute, Claire, but he's just bringing up a mirror. And it's like somebody is looking into this mirror and can see something. Okay, spiritual kind of thing. I don't know what it is, a vision or something like that. So watch for that, because he just wants to reassure whoever's going to see this vision that it's nothing to be scared about. All right, it's nice. It's nothing to be worried about. So somebody's going to look at this mirror and go, oh, and it's going to be really nice. All right. And he just says it's nothing to be worried about. We're just trying to let people know that we're around, he says. And before he goes, he says, I've just got the gentleman here that wants to say hello to you, that used to collect stamps. He's got books of stamps. All right. He just wanted to pop in and say hello. So you'll know who that is. It's all right. I've got somebody else talking to me now, Claire, because I'm about to move. So I'll leave that with you. Oh, right. Like, okay, so we'll leave that with the lady then. What was her name? Claire. Sorry, I'll forget people's names because I'm too busy concentrating. Claire. So I'll leave their love with you, Claire, and we'll go back to Stephanie, because Stephanie can take it more, and I'll try and split the link to show you that your relatives are here as well, Stephanie. Okay, so talking to you, Stephanie, with this lovely dad in spirit, who's actually stepped aside and brought a lady in that's your nan. So it's your nan now that's coming in with you, for you, Stephanie. He's brought her in because he thinks that you need a bit, his words are, she needs a bit of motherly love at the moment. So he's bringing a nan in to give you that lovely motherly love, he says. She needs a bit of a cuddle. She needs a little bit of a cuddle, and also a bit of upliftment as well, Stephanie. So that's why he's brought the lady in to do this, to give you this little bit of love. But there's also 2 babies in spirit that belong from your family as well. Just letting you know the babies are okay. There's changes coming up around you, they want to say, Stephanie. Nice changes, nice changes. They're not telling me what they are, but they're nice changes. And they're talking about things are beginning to get sorted out. Things are beginning to get sorted out. And your route, I don't know what he means by this. He's just said your route will become smoother. Oh, your pathway will become smoother. Oh, apparently there's been a few bumps in your road at the moment, Stephanie, like a symbolic. Okay, symbolically, there's been a few bumps in the road, and it's going to become smoother. In fact, you're like on a pathway or on a road, and it's branching off, and you're going to have the choice of which direction to go in. All right, and they're talking about you choose the pathway that you're most comfortable and happy with. That's what they're just saying. So watch for that coming up. Apparently you've got a very good gut instinct anyway, and you're pretty, they're describing you as, she's pretty psychic, Stephanie. So you should be able to work out which pathway to go on. Okay, you've been sending your prayers up to your mom and this the gentleman as well, and they're just making sure that, that's their words, by the way, they just want to make sure that you know that they're listening. All right, and thank you for the candle that you lit for somebody in spirit as well. Thank you for the candle. And also you should be getting nice smells around you from spirit as well. Nice smells, they're like the lavender. All right, so watch for the smell of lavender coming around you as well. And before your mom goes, she just wants me to give you Alice in Wonderland. I don't know whether she means the book or the film or the connection to Alice in Wonderland, but she just there you go. She just wants to she just wants me to say to you, Alice in Wonderland. All she's showing you then, Stephanie, is that she's been with you while you've been talking about all this stuff today. She's been listening. That's what she wants to make sure you know, that she's still around and she's listening. I'm sending all my love, she's saying. And you know, like the other lady, I can't remember her name, where I went, a couple of one's back, I think I went like this, mum, 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 mum. Your mum wants to do that to you, because she's just said to me, well, what's good for somebody else is good for us, she's saying. So she's giving you all these kisses, Stephanie. And before she goes, she's just give you the kisses, and out comes loads of butterflies. So I don't know if you're into butterflies or your mum was, but she's giving you the kisses. As I'm doing it, there's this great big burst of butterflies that are coming out as well. But keep talking to me, she says, I do hear you. Watch for signs around the house, because your mum is quite capable of moving little things to try and get your attention. So watch for the signs around the house as well. But she's sending a love. Don't worry about me, I'm okay. She just wants to say to you, don't worry about me, I'm okay. Worry about yourself, she's saying, and the family. Don't worry about me. All right. In fact, she's just said, wasted energy worrying about me, she's saying, because this is her words and this is her actions, by the way. Wasted energy worrying about me, Stephanie, because I'm okay, she's saying. Wasted energy, I'm okay, she's saying. Think about people down here, okay, she's saying. Use your energy on them. All right, so she's blowing you kisses. So I hope that was okay for you. I'll leave her love with you. I've got somebody's Uncle Phil here. Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil. He came before I got on to you, Stephanie. Uncle Phil. So if anybody's got an Uncle Phil in spirit, let me know. Yourself, I think I've got two people at once, because I've got Uncle Phil. Hiya, Jonathan Stewart. I've got Uncle Phil in spirit. And then somebody talking to me about Philomena as well. Hi, Christine. So I don't know if the two are connected, or I've got two separate people here. So if anybody's got an Uncle Phil in spirit, let me know. Oh, hang on, he's talking a bit more. Uncle Phil, oh, there you go, Stephanie. Uncle Phil in spirit has got a mom with him as well. And I think he means your mom. So if somebody's got an Uncle Phil, you need to have your mom in spirit as well, because he's brought a mom along with him to say hello. So if anybody's got Uncle Phil, yeah, I've got a separate one. So I've got two, just in case there isn't anyone for Uncle Phil. I've got a lovely lady, Gina. Okay, then Uncle Phil. Phil was my ex who died. No, ex. I want uncle, because he definitely said to me, oh, it's Uncle Phil. It's Uncle Phil. Now, remember, because he's just reminded me that some people used to call their friends Auntie or Phil, and they weren't even related, you know, friends of their parents. So if anybody could take Uncle Phil that way, and he weren't especially related, let me know. Okay, and Uncle Bev, I have an Uncle Phil in spirit, Bev, and an Auntie Phyllis that were married. Okay, what about this Bev? I've got to ask a question. I hate doing this. Philomena, can you take Philomena? Because I don't know if I've got two separate links. I'm trying to work out if it's Phil that wants to give me the Philomena as a name as well, or I've got the two separate. I think I might have a separate by the look of it. I'll come to you then, Bev, because it's Uncle Phil that wants to say hello to you, but he's also brought a lady with him, not your auntie. So I don't know if it's mum or nan yet, but he's talking about not friend. No, it's uncle. I'll sit with Bev, because it's definitely uncle, because it's clear as anything. So I'm going to have an Uncle Phil. Okay, Jessica Wynn. No, I'll stick with Bev. I want to go to Bev. Come on, Bev, I'll come with you. Oh, there you go. Okay, then, Philomena. So they are connected. He's just told me off in a nice way, Bev, because he said, well, you know what I mean? As if, come on, Deb, get a grip. So I've got the two of them here then, Bev. Uncle Phil's coming through. He's lovely, he is. The first thing he wants to do is give you a hug, Bev. He obviously feels that you need a bit of hug and a little bit of upliftment. You've been speaking about him recently. That's why he wants to pop in and say hello, because he's acknowledging that he's been spoken about recently. Oh, there's a house move coming up, he's saying. I've been listening to somebody who's just said, somebody's thinking about a house move, Bev, and Uncle Phil has been watching. All right, so watch for the house move coming up around you. In fact, it's pointing to you. So at some stage, you may move house as well, Bev, because he's moving you as well. All right, hold on. We'll see if we can get your mum in a sec. But it's Uncle Phil that's come through. But he's talking about a house move around you. But he wants to give you a big hug, Bev. But it's kind of a thank you. So I don't know if you've been thinking about him or you've spoken about him or something. Because he's just said to me, I thought I'd been forgotten. I thought I'd been forgotten. And then somebody has just mentioned my name. So somebody's obviously spoken about him recently. Okay. He's just acknowledging, Bev, there's somebody around you that you could quite happily strangle sometimes. So somebody's winding you up because he's got his hands around somebody's neck at the moment, pretending to strangle them because they're winding you up a little bit. If not, watch for it coming. But he's having a bit of a giggle around that. He keeps making me look at your neck, Bev. I don't know what this is for. Oh, you've got a necklace. He's talking about a necklace. He's not showing me what it is, but he's talking about a necklace that you've got belonging to somebody in spirit. It looks like a cross, actually. Somebody's got a cross that belonged to somebody in spirit, and he's putting that round your neck. He's also playing with a bangle. So I don't know if somebody's got a bangle on that keeps playing with this bangle. It looks like one of those thick kind of christening ones. He's talking to me about that as well. Oh, I'm going to bring your mum in. Okay, I'm going to bring your mum in, he says. I'm just going to bring your mum in. Oh, you've been smelling your mum. I don't know what, she's not telling me what scent she uses, Bev, but you should be able to smell your mum around you. But she's also doing this with your hair. You know, when we used to twist our hair like this, your mum's doing that. So I don't know if it's a memory or something that she's bringing to you, but she's talking about that. Still talking to me about hair, Bev, because she's talking about somebody must have wore their hair in plaits, but when they're in plaits, it's like I've threaded some red ribbon through the plaits. You know what I mean? She's showing me that as a memory with a plait with a red ribbon like woven into it. She's talking to me about that. Oh, she's linked that quite nice. She's gone on from weaving that through your hair to somebody that used to make rugs. You know, you can get them like rug sets, mat sets to go on the floor. Somebody apparently used to make them. She's talking about that. So I don't know who the rug maker is, but she wants to bring the rug maker in. Okay. Ron in spirit wants to be remembered as well. And also Jack in spirit wants to say hello to you as well. She said, your mum's got a baby with her in spirit, she says. So I've got a baby here. She loves the babies because she's rocking this baby in spirit. She loves them to go to sleep. She's trying to get this baby to go to sleep, Bev, at the moment. She's quite happily just rocking this baby in spirit, okay? Month of April means something, okay? Month of April means something to you as well, she says, and also July. And there's a passing December. She's talking about the passing in December as well. Now, I'm standing here and I'm like, I've got my feet and they're making me curl my toes up like this, Bev. Oh, did she? They're making me curl my toes up like this for some reason. So I don't know if somebody's got the habit of just bringing their toes in like this, or whether she means they had some sort of condition where their toes are in a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But she's talking to me about that. And also she's talking to me about somebody that had a high instep. All right, okay. High instep. She's talking about that. So she's still on to me about feet, because she's talking to me about a chiropodist as well. So somebody might need a trip to the chiropodist. She's talking to me about that. She's just telling me that one of your granddads, Bev, she's describing him as I'll tell you what she's just said. One of your granddads had right smelly feet, she's saying, right smelly feet. Somebody needs to change their socks more often. And she's having a laugh. Somebody needs to change their socks more often. And one of the granddads had right smelly feet, she's just said to me. Okay. Oh, I don't know who is this? Oh, sorry. I'm just nattering away trying to figure out what she said. She's just given me Marvin Lewis, and I've just questioned it. And then I went, oh, isn't he a singer or something? And she said, I'll just give her Marvin Lewis. So I don't know if he's a singer or you know the name or something, but I've just got to give you Marvin Lewis. And also I've got to give you Spencer Tracy, but she's taking me to Thunderbirds. There must be a connection to Spencer Tracy in Thunderbirds or something. Hang on a minute. Oh, apparently, right. Apparently, somebody used to like Thunderbirds, and somebody had the island. You know, you can buy all the stuff like the planes or whatever they are, but somebody had the Tracy Island thing or something, and your mum's got, yeah, mum's got a memory of that, so she's just bringing that as a memory as well. Okay. The jewelry box has stopped working. The jewelry box has stopped working, and I said, what? It stopped working. She says, yeah, the winder's gone. It's not making a noise anymore, she said. So she's complaining about a jewelry box that didn't, she's calling it sing anymore. So there's a memory for her with that as well. Tracy down here needs some healing, she's saying. Tracy, whoever Tracy is, needs some healing. And your mum's saying, what did you say? I've missed it now. Tracy down here needs some healing, and she needs to get a little bit of a grip of herself. All right, she needs to, that's a word, she needs to get a little bit of a grip of herself, but it's not horrible, it's in a nice way. All right, my son wanted, I know Marvin Lewis, I don't know who it is, but keep your eye on it anyway. Oh, Richard's just look it up, and it's American football player or something. It might be it. No, she definitely said Marvin, definitely said Marvin. So hold on to the Marvin, because you may find that she's connected to that name. She's not telling me, but you know how it works, Bev. You'll find out who it is. She just wants, oh, I was just going to say she's going, but she just wants to give you some angels. She wants to give you angels before she goes, because she's talking about you and your angels, she's saying. But she wants to, oh, she's lovely, Bev. And I'm not a sloppy person, especially on here. I'd say, don't be too sloppy because I'll lose the plot. I'll say, but she's saying she wants to tell you how much she loves you, Bev. She wants to tell you how much she loves you. And that's what she's ending with. She's very proud. She just said, I'm a very proud mummy. I'm a very proud mummy. So take it on board. She's just made me say that. Take it on board that she's a very proud mummy, she says. Continue what you're doing, Bev. You're on a journey. These are her words. Continue what you're doing. You're on a journey. I'll be back, she says. They're like, Arnie, I'll be back. And then she's off. I'm going for tea and cake, she's just saying. I'm going for tea and cake, angel cake. She's going for angel cake. So I'll leave her love with you. Okay, who have we got now then? Right. Bert. I said to Bert, I've got Bert here talking to me at the moment. Bert, who are you with? In fact, Bev, you should understand Bert. Bert wants to say hello to you as well. But I think Bert, oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm just talking, I'm trying to work out where Bert is at the moment. I've got a lovely granddad, Bert, who's not very tall, but he's with his wife in spirit, and his wife was a little bit taller. So a nan and granddad in spirit, where Bert was a little bit smaller than his wife. And he's just kind of stuck his chest out now, and he's trying to grow a little bit. Okay, so I know Bert's lovely. So I need somebody with a granddad called Bert in spirit, who's got also a nan in spirit that's with him, that was not very much taller, but slightly taller than Bert. And Bert's quite a character as well, because he's making me laugh, because he's now putting himself in some heeled shoes so that he becomes a little bit taller. So I know he's quite a little character. And he's talking about somebody down here has inherited his sense of humour as well. All right, so hopefully somebody can understand it. He has got a connection with mining as well, because he's talking, all right, Alison, he has got this connection. See if you can take everything else, Alison, because he's talking about this connection with mining somewhere in the family as well. He keeps wanting me to grow. So this is quite important, Alison. He's a bit of a joker, and he's trying to make himself grow a little bit so that he's a little bit taller. So he weren't very high at all. He's lovely. He's got a lovely sense of humour. He's got quite rosy lips as well, quite red lips. It's almost like he's got lipstick on. He hasn't, but his lips are lovely and rosy. And he's quite rosy on his cheeks as well. All right, so he's got rosy cheeks as well. Who are you with? He's got a link to John down here. So he's also knows of a John down here as well, Alison, if this is for you. I'm not sure whether it's you or yet. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody else to pop up, you see. So I'm not sure I'm with you. My nan and granddad and Uncle Bert. But this isn't Uncle Bert, this is Bert, and he's connected to this lady. And he's growing. So he's got his wife in spirit, Catherine, if this is you, and you should be able to take the rest. He's talking about John down here. He's connected to a John down here as well. Do you know Bert? He's Bevan boy in Mines. Yeah, he's talking about this link to Mines as well. Do you know Bert? He's not going to talk much. I think he's quite happy because he doesn't say to me, I want to say this, I want to say that. He just like wants to say hello. So whoever can take him, I think I'm just going to have to say hello from Bert and his wife, who's a bit of a joker because he doesn't want to say a lot. And I've got somebody else coming in as well. So if you can take Bert, Alison and the other lady, just take him as just wanting to pop in and say hello, because he's not going to give me any more, because he's quite a gentleman as well. And he's tending to move out the way for this other lady that I've got coming in. All right, Helen. I've got a lovely lady. You might be able, it might link in with Bert, but Bert's moving because he's bringing a mom in. And this mom is talking about the name Joyce. She's given me the name Joyce. Okay, this is her name. So I've got a mom here that's called Joyce, but she was known as Joy as well. So Joy or Joyce as a mom in spirit wants to speak to somebody on here. And she's talking about somebody on here that's having a few problems. There's a few few family problems going on, she's saying. I'll just pop in and reassure the family that things are okay, So somebody on here has got to have a mom called Joy or Joyce in spirit that wants to speak to them. Please pop up. She's just said to me, oh, please, please, please pop up. She's connected to the name Christine as well. She's talking about the name Christine means something to her down here as well. So if anybody's got a mom, Joy or Joyce, who's talking about family problems down here where she wants to reassure the family that everything's going to be okay, let me know or let Richard know. She's lovely, she is. At one stage, she must have been in the 60s or something, because she's shown me one of those, all right, Christine, she's shown me one of those like beehive hairstyles as well as Joyce. So I know she went through the 60s with a beehive style, or somebody did. Auntie Joyce in spirit, Auntie Joyce. I don't know. You see, she's telling me, Joyce, have you got family problems, Jeanette? She's still alive. No, this is Joyce in spirit, Jessica. It's Joyce that's talking to me. So she's talking about that. But if nobody can take her, I'll move on, because it may well be that somebody just pops in and sees this message earlier, later on. I don't want to dwell on her because we're running out of time, and I don't want to keep pushing it if nobody's coming up. Chrissy, her mother in spirit, is her mother in spirit. Auntie Joyce, you auntie. Oh. You got a family problem, then, Jeanette. Let's see if I can get through. Let's see if it's for you then, because she'll give me more. But like I say, she's talking about the name Chrissy. There's also a twin link. If this is for you, Jeanette, there is a twin link in your family as well. She's talking about this twin connection. And also the month of May will mean something. And also November, she says, will mean something to you as well. And there's a pregnancy as well. She hasn't told me. They usually say to me there's a baby coming, but she hasn't. She's showing me myself pregnant. So I don't know if there's somebody pregnant around you, or there soon will be. But she's talking about pregnancy as well. Now, Jeanette, if this is for you, if Joyce is for you, she's also talking about somebody that had... or is going to be having IVF treatment. There's that link around you, but she's telling me this IVF treatment is on a friend link as well. So watch for that coming up as well, all right, because she's talking about that. Also, Arthur in spirit wants to say hello to you as well. Arthur, you should be able to take Arthur as well, Jeanette. Want to give you healing to your legs, Jeanette. She's taking me down your legs to give you a little bit of healing. It's as if they're aching a lot or something. She's talking about putting your feet up a little bit, okay, and relaxing a little bit more. There's something about you're on your feet too much, Jeanette, and Joyce is telling me to tell you to, you know, put your feet up, relax. There is also a link to Australia as well. So watch, oh, we're with you then. The link to Australia, because she's talking about communication going backwards and forwards to Australia. So watch for that as well, Jeanette, because she's bringing that in. In fact, somebody's going to be traveling. Somebody's going to be traveling over there. So watch for that link. With Australia, though, she's moved me suddenly to New Zealand. So I think they're going to be both. So watch for Australia and watch for the New Zealand link as well. Okay. The month of May, she says, will mean something. She's saying the month of May. And with the month of May, because she's just shown, I don't know what it's called, you know, on May Day, where they have all the ribbons round the pole and everybody dances round the big pole. She's talking about May Day and a memory of doing this with the long ribbons around a pole. I don't know if she used to do it or she's got the memory of somebody watching somebody doing it, but she's bringing in May Day, okay? She's going to go in a minute, but she wanted to pop in. Her reason is, I just wanted to pop in. Oh, and to acknowledge that the fact that there's things going on in the family that she says are going to be sorted out. She's talking to me about that. She wants me to give you blossom trees, Jeanette. So I don't know who likes the blossom trees, because she's showing me blossom trees with a nice pink blossom, and it's falling from the trees, and somebody likes to stand underneath it. So if you're not sure about it, watch for it coming up, all right, because it'll be to come. The month of April, she wants me to give you that as well. But she, like I say, just wanted to pop in and say hello. She's going now, all right. So she wants me to blow your kisses, all right. So I've got to blow your kisses from her. Oh, and also Arthur, all right, and just say hello, all right. So I'm leaving you with her, okay. I'm still on it at the moment. I thought I'd nearly finished, but I've just got a gentleman come in that's called Cliff. You like the blossom trees. I'd watch for it then, Jeanette. All right. Because she's talking about, it's like you're standing under them and the blossom is coming down like that. It's lovely. So if anybody could take Cliff from Spirit, an unusual name, he's just said to me, an unusual name. Somebody will take me, you're saying. My name is Cliff. I'm a dad and a granddad, so I don't know where he's going to be to the relationship to the person on here, but somebody should be able to take him. I'm Cliff. He's standing up quite straight as well. I don't know if he's got a military connection or he just used to stand up quite straight, and he's got his shoulders back. Oh, he's just said to me, shoulders back, chest out, he's saying. Shoulders back, chest out, he's saying. Hopefully somebody understand him. Cliff was a neighbour. Was he like that, Jeanette, in case I've got another link? But, you know, standing up straight, shoulders back, he's saying, chest out, he's saying, go forward. He's almost kind of gives somebody a boost to move forward. You know what I mean? That type of thing, a bit of confidence and a bit of courage to go forward, is just said. Apparently there's somebody else on here that can take Cliff as well. But you take Cliff as well, Jeanette. But I think this Cliff is with somebody else. Anybody else, Richard? No? Oh, sorry. Oh, you know what? Sometimes I find that I don't like to look at the screen because I get distracted, especially if they're nattering away. Cliff was an uncle, Tracy. Was he? He's standing up quite tall, Tracy. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's Jeanette. All right. Go to, you take your Cliff, Jeanette, and I'll go to Tracy that's coming in with, he's coming in quite yeah, I nearly wanted to say, Tracy, stand fast, yeah. But I nearly said instead standoffish. And I said to him, standoffish? And he says, yeah. He says, tell Tracy that there's somebody around you, Tracy, that's being a bit standoffish with you. Okay, so watch for that. And he's just talking about this standoffish. It's a female as well. She's a bit standoffish with you, Tracy, but it's all to do with a little, what are you calling it? The little green-eyed monster, he's saying. The little green-eyed monster is around you, Tracy, at the moment. She is harmless, he says. She is harmless, but be aware of her, that she's being a bit standoffish, and that's the reason. Okay, Tracy. He's just made me suddenly say that. Tracy, he says, you need a bit of healing. You need to relax, he's saying. You need to relax. you need to lie down and relax. So I don't know what's going on around you, Tracy, but you need to relax. You need a bit of he's calling it, you need a bit of an energy boost as well. You need a bit of an energy boost. So you must be, oh, hang on, he's talking. You're a bit run down. He's describing you as a little bit run down. Okay, so you need to relax more. He's giving you the butterflies as well, Tracy, you know, nice butterflies. So I don't know if you like the butterflies, but you're getting a load of butterflies flying at you as well, which is really nice. All different colours, he's saying, all different colours. He's telling me why he's giving you the colours now. He's giving you the different colours because he's trying to perk you up a little bit. So he's trying to give you all these lovely colours to perk you, to uplift you, he's saying. I want to uplift you. He's saying, I've got a lady with me here, he says, who liked to go to Blackpool. Do you remember her? And he's making me say it like that. Do you remember the lady, Tracy, that liked to go to Blackpool? I've got her here with me, wants to say hello to you. You'll remember her, he's saying. You'll remember her. She likes to go to Blackpool. But he's also linking you with Blackpool as well, because he's talking about bed and breakfast. So I don't know if it means you'll be going there as well, Tracy. Watch for the link to Blackpool, okay? I've also got Betty with me in spirit, he says, and a lady that used to like her bingo as well. She's got a bingo dabber and she's giving it some of this, Tracy. She wants to say hello to you. Okay. Watch your eyes, he's just said, Tracy. Watch your eyes. They're getting a little bit tired. I want to change your glasses. I'm putting on these glasses and then taking them off again. And he's also playing with my nose. So if you do a lot of this, he's trying to get your attention, just to let you know that spirit are around. He's just said to me, you didn't expect to hear from him, but I wanted to come in, he's saying. He's just said, I wanted to come in for a change, he's saying. I'm speaking on behalf of the others, he's just said to me. But when spirit are around you, Tracy, you're going to get a lot of this. Doing this when they're playing with you, but they're just coming to say hello to you and let you know they're around. Now he's changed the name. He gave me the name Dawn, D-A-W-N, as a link, and now he's just given me Vaughan, V-A-U-G-H-A-N, and I think that might be a surname. So watch for those names as well, especially the Vaughan one. And also, I don't know if this is a place. I think he's telling me this is a place. Faisley, F-A-Z-E-L-E-Y, I think he's spelling it. Faisley. Yeah, so they're obviously around you trying to give you support, aren't they, Tracy? But watch for this place called Faisley. F-A-Z-E-L-E-Y, I think he's spelling it. There's some link there. You see, he's doing it to me now, Tracy, and had it all night, and he's doing it to me. So that's how they're going to come around you. But there is another lady around you from spirit who you will know as having a connection to lavender, and it's strong lavender as well. She liked a lavender. In fact, I don't know if she used to grow it because she's picking it up, and she's also making the lavender bags as well. All right, so there's a lady in spirit that wants to be reminded to you that's connected with lavender. But they just want to make sure, these are their words, I've changed my words now. They just want to make sure that you understand that spirit are around, because he said sometimes you say, well, I don't know whether they're around or not, that type of thing. And you must say, are they around? I don't know. But so your nan says hello. So they're confirming that they are around you. And before they go, they're giving you angels. No, it's Faisley. It was with an F or Audrey. I don't know what it is, but it's Faisley, F. But yeah, they want to give you angels, but they also want to give you angel cards. So I don't know if you do the cards, but they're giving you angel cards to do as well. So watch for that as well. Anything else? No. Oh, they just said to me, we're going now. As straight as that. We're going now. So they're off. That was they're obviously sending their love. They're not blowing your kisses, but they're obviously sending their love, and they've just gone. So I hope that was okay for you, Tracy. They're just saying, straight talking, firm, and we're gone. Said what we had to. They've just said to me, and we're gone. So we're blowing your kisses. Okay. I think I'm about done now. So I think that's about it for me. I'll be back in 2 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to say anything else. There'll be somebody on tomorrow. Who's on tomorrow? What day is it? What day is it? What planet am I on? Where am I? What am I doing here? Somebody called Lee's on tomorrow. Is it 8 o'clock? Somebody is on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Lee Mills. Yeah, Lee Mills tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Then if anybody wants to watch, that'll be good. So I hope you enjoyed it and join us again. And I'll see you soon. Okay, so bye for now. Bye.